Hello, party people. It is I. So I'm going through some life changes. I have to move house in a month. I just got broken up with and fired by the same person.
Yeah, double homicide.
My life is a motherfucking movie. And it does hurt. It's really painful. And I'm not even like upset about the circumstances or like the fact that I have no job. I'm just sad about the person. But also, I know this person wasn't serving me in the way I needed to thrive as the best version of myself. I don't feel hopeless for the first time in months. I feel like I have clarity for like the first time in ages. And the way we broke up was so messy. It was so unnecessary. I'm to blame for my own contribution, but it just didn't have to be that way. And I was assured it was going to be dealt with in a mature way. I got fired over the phone via text message. I'm just like, bitch, my life is a movie for real. But I started doing the artist way, and I've really, really, really been desperate to get back into content creation. The way I'm speaking now, I'm just like riffing, it's like coming naturally. So that feels good. I feel like maybe I'm unlocking something in myself, but I'm only on day 3, so I'm not expecting fireworks immediately. But it was strange as well because I woke up this morning and I immediately wanted to do my morning pages. I couldn't bring myself to get up and I didn't want to check my phone, so I just went back to sleep. And when I woke up again, I did them and it felt good. It's just like getting all these thoughts out and I'm just getting clarity, bro. I really want to be a more disciplined version of myself. I think I've made excuses for myself for way too long and it hasn't helped me. It's only sent me back. But it's also given me experiences and insight I wouldn't have got otherwise, I don't think. I think everything happens for a reason, and where I'm at in my life right now is happening because it's supposed to happen. There have been times in the past where I've had situations happen to me and I've catastrophized them, and I've just thought, this is the end of the world, this is the end of my life. But this doesn't even feel like that. This feels like just a fun little chapter I can look back on, I can take inspiration from. And it's not going to stop me from moving forward. I'm going to tell you a little story. And this story, I feel like, has shaped my artistic identity in some way or another. And I don't want to accredit it all to this one person because suck my ass, bitch. I hate you. But I just, without all of that, I wouldn't have experienced what I just experienced, and I wouldn't be where I'm at within myself to walk away and just let go so confidently. I'm so grateful for that. Jesus, I'm so grateful for that. There was this person I once knew, and I really thought he was like my dream. Like, he was like my childhood crush. We've known each other since we were like 11. He moved away. We dated online briefly. We broke up. He learned my favorite song on the guitar. Like, I'm just giving you the spark notes, like, run through. Like, these are things that are all like significant to me. We spoke like endlessly about music, and I really thought we were going to be together one day. We went our separate ways. Obviously, he lived in a different country. We both went to university. We both got into relationships, and that was it. And I'm a very spiritual. I believe in signs. I believe that the universe speaks to you, it speaks through you. Yeah, I believe we are not the only things. Like, I believe energy is so powerful. And I was in New York in January last year. I was at one of the museums. It was either like the Met or like the Natural History Museum or something. And I was looking at this painting, and it was a sailboat, or like a steamboat. And it was going it was going left, and there was a name on it. I looked at the name. It was the exact name of that person. I hadn't thought about him for years. I thought, this was really strange. Let me take a photo of it, and I'll leave it in my camera roll. I'll leave it in my mind. Let's crack on. A couple weeks later, for the first time in like, what, 2, 3 years, he sends me a message. I thought that was bizarre. It was just like something in passing, like replying to my story. And see, the way I'm like building this up, I feel like I'm just like romanticizing avoidance. But this is how I process things. This is how my brain works. I thought, this is crazy. Why don't we just take this opportunity to catch up? Like, we're both like adults now. Like, this is really cool. Like, I'm glad we can stay in touch this way. So we met up in February in London. The chemistry was just there. Like, when we looked into each other's eyes, like, I could feel things when we held hands. Like, my body came alive. Like, I don't know how to describe that feeling. It was something. And I feel like in some ways when we met, we acted as mirrors to each other. I feel like and I feel like I was ahead of him in some ways with my sense of self-concept, identity. He shared all his hopes and his dreams, the silly things he kept in the back of his mind that he didn't want to pursue because he was too afraid of leading a life that was outside of the norm. I spent so much time building up the idea of this person. I thought, like, oh my gosh. And then it didn't work out. He wasn't who I thought he was. He wasn't the idea I built of him in my head. And that fucking sucked. Oh my God. He was a coward. He was such a coward. He couldn't be honest with me. He led me on, and he just ran. He ran when things got too real and got too scary. I believed in the potential, and it really sent me into this like, I feel like I had a manic episode. I don't know, but I made lots of art in that time. But it's still, I still felt loopy back in that day. So I ain't trying to go back. At that time, I made a vow to myself that I would never, ever, ever let any person make me feel like I had to prove to them that I was worthy of being loved. I was never gonna lose myself again in that way for the sake of someone else. But I also wasn't gonna let it change who I was as a person and my capacity to love others. I wasn't gonna let it break me. I was gonna transmute that pain into something beautiful. And I did. I think there was a beautiful, bubbly, confident version of myself that came from that. And I'm trying to find Sis again, but I feel her. She's coming. I do feel it deep inside. Anyways, the parallel comes when I start dating this new guy. Oh my God. I do love this guy. I do. We start dating. It's romantic. It's cute. We're literally holding hands, skipping down those streets, bro. We take pictures of each other. It's spontaneous. Things feel natural. It's beautiful. And I see the parallels. I see that I've met the same energy again in this new person. But I also see that in this new person, this is the energy that chose themselves at that time. This is the energy that decided to go for what they wanted and pursued their dreams instead of living a normal life. And I saw how beautiful it looked. I saw how stressful it looked as well, but I saw how freeing it could be to just choose your path, and that affirmed me more. And I was always thinking to myself, like, my God, how did I get so lucky? I spent so long dreaming. I spent years dreaming about the idea of someone just to meet the full embodiment of that person and someone beautiful and unique and new. I was dumbfounded. I was counting my blessings. And to think that we were working together and he was literally like opening doors for me. Our relationship was short, but it was a bit turbulent. I think I struggled with emotional safety, and I can't speak for him, but I'm sure there are things he found difficult as well. And I found out something that sort of rewired my perception of everything. And I'd spent a lot of time being forgiving, being patient, being open to the fact that change takes time. And when I found this out, I was blamed. I was accused of lying. And essentially, I had betrayed this person's trust for finding out the truth and for learning about a version of events that didn't necessarily paint them in the light they wanted to be perceived in. And so instead of giving me an explanation, he broke up with me and then he fired me. And this is where I'm at right now. In my bedroom, no sheets on my bed, talking to myself because this is the only thing that will make me feel sane. And it's working. It feels good. It's only been a week since the breakup, but I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I think it's gonna be a real struggle, but what do I have to lose at this point, bro? What do I honestly, girl, I don't know, speak it into existence, touch wood, hopefully nothing more, but you know, the worst I can be is rejected, and I've faced a lot of rejection to the point that this is just like a okay, let's keep it pushing. And I'm grateful to be at that point in my life. Like this hasn't phased me, and I'm kind of scared why it hasn't, low key, but I'm excited. And I would like to post more on this account. I just feel like I don't I have a really difficult time with explaining experiences versus talking about my feelings regarding these experiences. I don't want to throw people under the bus. I don't want to misrepresent them, but this is my life and I do need to talk about it as well because this is what helps me. So, yeah, maybe expect more videos, maybe expect nothing, radio silence. Good things are coming for me, for you, for all of my fucking ops, but their life won't be as good because I'm not in it, so suck your mum. There is just something in the air that feels promising. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.